OptiBridge connected. I'll just connect it here via PACTware. I've got my DTM for my SmartPat, which I'll also connect up. And we'll right click here and come along here to online parameterization. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull the data up from the device. That's going to bring up last calibration, also any errors that have happened on the probe before we start to do our calibration. This is an older probe, it's a 2390, so it may be a little bit slow to react when we use the pH buffers, but it'll give you a bit of an idea on how to do the calibration via PACTware anyway. Okay, so we'll just take a quick look at our measuring value. So this is online. It shows you exactly what's happening with the temperature and the pH. We can see our loop current here. And if we scroll down a little bit, we'll see a couple of nice little gauges. Shows you our pH and our temperature. And also a little trend graph, which shows you, gives you a graphical depiction of what the pH is doing at the moment. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come here to quick setup and have a look here, and you can see it takes a little while to click in. We can see what our pH probe is set to, which is the 4 to 20 milliamps is set to 0 to 14 pH. If we want to do a manual hold, for this situation where we're doing a bench top calibration, we don't need to hold the last value. If you're calibrating in line and using a HART communicator over a 250 ohm resistor while the probe is online, then yeah, you would need to hold the last value so it doesn't play around with your DCS and your online 4 to 20 milliamp. So we'll just start our calibration. Manual hold, we're going to click no as just discussed. Temperature compensation, automatic, yes, we'll select that. And then we'll dip the pH probe into our first pH buffer. When that gets to be stable, we'll click it to go forward. Pretty happy with that. So we'll wait a while for it to detect the buffer and get settled. Yep, happy with that. pH 7. And then we'll give it a bit of a clean, and then we'll place it in our second buffer, which is a pH 10. It's taking a little while to get up there as quite an old probe, been used for demonstrations quite a few times. And we'll just let it sit there and think for a little bit. Wait till it's happy with a stable pH. There we go. The buffer we've used is 10, which is correct. And here we go. Here's our offset and the resulting slope. And it'll put the date in, and when we've calibrated it, we'll keep a log of that. We're going to save value. And there we go, that's it. Basically all we need to do, we'll take that back, put it in our cleaning solution, which is just fresh water, and you can basically go and put the probe back in line. What I'll do first is I will store to device. That'll load that calibration detail into the transmitter, and then if we have a look in a few seconds, we'll be able to go into the logbook, and that calibration will be logged inside the probe, and each calibration will be stored in that probe. So we'll come down here and we'll come to calibration logbook. We'll read the logbook, and we can see here, we can see 25th of the 6th, 2020, which is today, and we can see the buffers that we use, what the offset and what the slope was. And there's an earlier one from, so you can see it's quite a long time since its last calibration. And that's it. We can come up here and we can disconnect our OptiBridge, and that's it. Very quick, very easy, SmartPat calibration.